Hello and welcome to another episode of 8 out of 10 Capes. I am your host, Bex McLaughlin, joined with my lovely co-host, Alice Walker, who's taking a sip rather than saying hello.
Evening all.
Evening, Alice. Thank you for joining us. And we have 4 lovely, shiny contestants this evening. We have veteran Quidditch player, Andrew Hull. We have veteran Quidditch player, Sam Davies. And we have veteran Ashara Peiris and also a brand new, new to me player, Katie Savva, who seems very nice, but I didn't meet her before recording this. It's always nice to make new friends, have a, like, this is how it is now. Okay, we're just going to plow on. This is already our 3rd take. We are carrying on. Sorry, guys. Let's just keep going. And we are heading over straight into our first round. No introductions from anyone else. Into... If this is the answer, what is the question? Okay. Alice, take it away.
So any of you have seen the show before, we're going to give you an answer, and you have to tell us what question would warrant that answer. So we're going to give you an answer. You have to tell us what the question is. If you don't know, humorous answers are very much appreciated and can also earn you points. So first answer we have is long Polish name. So the answer is long Polish name. What is the question? Write it down on your notepads of varying types.
Oh, it's been a long time in this lockdown. I feel like I've forgotten how to speak to people. Sorry, that's the excuse I'm going to stick with for completely butchering the opening for the 4th time. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you to the 150 viewers we currently have, probably plummeting as we speak down to 10. But it's okay. It's okay. We're here having fun. That's the main thing.
Fun, friends, and something. Right. So it's only a short answer, so I'll give you a short amount of time to come up with a question for it. So everybody ready? In 2, 1, hold up your paper.
The only one I'll get.
And Hull, what have you got?
That is Jan's surname.
That's not a question.
What is Jan's surname?
Sam?
What is Jan the Beater's last surname?
Last surname.
Last one he's got, isn't it?
And Ashara.
What is Jan's former nickname for people who can't spell his surname?
Nice. Very detailed. And Katie?
How do all commentators refer to Jan's last name?
That's pretty much, yeah.
Very nice. Good answers from everyone, I think. I enjoyed
my follow-up question
being...
is, does Asher get referred to as Asher long Polish name now? Mrs. long Polish name?
Yes.
She did have a quirk jersey that was Mrs. Long Polish Quirk.
In one match, I did refer to her as that, I believe.
So, been inherited. Cool, points all round. Good job, everyone.
And
nice.
I did realise that they were married at the time, though, when I referred to her as that.
Well, at least they were, I guess, rather than, completely putting your foot in it, like I have been doing all evening so far.
Cool. So your second answer is Tommy Ruler, Theo Baldwin Evans, and William Nouvelle. So your second answer is Tommy Ruler, Theo Baldwin Evans, and William Nouvelle. What is the question?
So the questions don't have to be completely PG-13. The answers don't have to be completely PG-13 because we are all adults here. But, don't say anything you would be ashamed to say in front of your family on the internet. That's my.
Isn't it in front of your mother?
You have no idea what I would say in front of my
family. It's not anymore because Marion has still not watched this because she's like, I won't know anybody, even though she's met many of my contestants firsthand, knows the answers. She's got better things to do.
So I was telling my dad about this. Oh, God.
I have a question.
I want to know what your dad... Who is interrupting mine and Alice's chat with a question about the quiz?
Who's Marion?
My mum.
Oh, okay.
I was telling my dad about the show, and I was telling him about the one from, sort of from the first episode of, umbrella hat, goggles, and a clipboard. And my dad was like, "It was David DeLacca. How did nobody get that?" And I was like, "Yes." So I can tell,
My mum knew David DeLacca from the umbrella hat, and he stayed at our house in Bristol before he started at University of Bristol. And my mum said, "Is he going to bring the hat?" And I was like, "I don't know if he's going to bring the hat. I didn't ask." When he did not bring the hat.
He did not bring
Alice,
the hat.
what's the answer? What are their answers?
Well, let's get some answers up from other people. Everyone hold them up. Panic on the faces of people who haven't written. Cool. So Sam, why don't you kick us off?
I've got people who won't talk to me.
Ashara.
I've put who have all come forth at QPL.
Interesting. Katie.
Okay.
I put which 3 players have scored by jumping through a hoop.
Would Theo Baldwin
Nice.
Evans fit through a hoop?
I've seen him do that.
There's
so
video
I've
footage that he
definitely seen Theo
doesn't.
do that.
Yeah, I've seen footage of it.
And
What,
trying
knees up
at
to his
least.
chin.
I've seen the one on BBC where he's like flops through it. Or is it? Link in the description below, guys.
And Hull, what have you got?
I've got who have been the top scorers in QPL history. I don't actually know who one of them is, but I'm pretty sure 2 of them definitely were high up.
So I think that's good enough, close enough to the correct answer there, Hull. They were the 2019 season top goal scorers, these 3.
Very nice.
Great.
I just say none of them have ever.
Never what, Sam?
None of them have ever spoken to me when I've said hi.
Oh,
That's
That's,
Said hi to all of them.
I don't know who William Bell is.
But
I don't know.
French, innit?
Yeah.
French? What? Playing for the Paris Lumières? I would have guessed.
That is correct.
Yes, I can recognize a logo.
So our third and final answer for this round is little black dresses. If that is the answer, what is the question?
What I'm wearing under my Vanguard's jersey. I wanted to dress like a Quidditch player today. I've been pretty neutral all the time. But after our question about how many Quidditch teams are in Vienna, this is one of them. Vienna Vanguards. Vienna Vanguard. Yeah. Andrew's like so confused. Why do you look quite so confused, Andrew?
I'm just trying to work out what Quidditch related thing that could be.
Just thinking face.
Yeah, that's just like,
Okay, can I
I just,
also
my
be a
thinking
funny
face is
answer?
very confused.
Okay.
It's why you never see him looking confused on pitch, because he doesn't do anything. Okay. Sorry, that's really horrible.
Maybe Andrew should play more beta. That'd be interesting then. It's like
I can't tell, like, there's always this, like, when people who are like bulky players play beta, it's like that mixture of like, if they tackle me, they're going to flatten me, but there is more surface area to hit if I'm beating against them. But also they can beat so powerfully. Like John Cooks once beat my feet out from underneath me. Like we were playing, it was like in a drill, but we were like doing dodgeball, and I like tried to jump over it and it hit my feet, and it just like flipped me onto my face. So
Marion, my mum Marion, she was very happy when I was playing on the same team as Farmer rather than playing against him. And I had to explain that Quidditch is so stupid, the fact that he's actually a better tackler, safer tackler than I am. And then I probably recounted the time of how you and I met, Alice, when I gave you a concussion. Because I'm reckless. Yeah, so good. So good.
and on that note, what are your answers? Hold them up.
So my point is that John's a very safe tackler relative to someone like myself. That's my point.
He is, isn't he?
It's
It's like being
Ashara.
cradled by a giant.
What was the team that won Christmas Cup one in Warwick?
Katie?
what will be made mandatory equipment in the new rule book?
Oh God, I hope so.
Hull?
So I went for what did myself, Jace, and Sam wear to Bangor's 2015 awards night? But then I had this memory of maybe Luke and Jan wearing black dresses at a Christmas Cup one time, but I'm not sure.
And Sam.
I put, what would Jack Leonard give you extra points for your QPL team if you turned up wearing?
It's kind of like you have all the words and then we kind of have to piece together what you
Paste them together and see what you get out of them. Eventually, I'll get a point.
Jack Leonard. So you were correct. Ashara and Holly are on the right lines because Luke and Jan were on that team. Here pictured here, they're all playing in. Well, most of them are playing in little black dresses. Also got Callum Lake in there. It was captained by Will Johnson.
It was by Katia, wasn't it?
I think Katia, maybe Katia picked.
Will was vice captain.
I think it was captained by Katia. I go Katia Valeva. Okay.
I remember because she got the captain's card at the end.
So I'm sure she must have been the captain then. Anyway, at the end of that round, Alice, what are we doing for points? Do you have any points?
So points-wise, at the end of that, I've got Hull's on 3, Sam's on 2, Ashara's on 2, and Katie's on 1.
Nice. Everyone's got something. That's what I like. The next round we have is Are You Blanking Kidding, Ref? Alice is also hosting this one, so take it away, Alice.
So for these ones, we're going to give you a sequence. There's going to be something missing from the sequence. You get a point if you can tell us what the sequence is, and you get a point if you can tell us what goes in the missing space. Again, this is when we write it down. Don't shout it out. Looking at Sam here.
I didn't shout anything out, did I?
No,
I'm aware of.
Yeah. It was more the making sure you're taking this information
panic.
in, Sam. Cool. So yeah, we're going to give you a sequence. You have to tell us what the sequence is and what goes in that space. So the first sequence we have is this.
Cooper,
It
Bidwell,
goes
Blank, Haynes, Holmes, and Stephen. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I got a bit too excited there.
I found the first 2 pictures of like Ash and Simon looking quite like fed up, and I tried to carry on the trend, but it turns out that they're just like very fed up looking men, so it's quite easy to find. And especially when you get to like Stevens, that was the like grumpiest picture I could find of him.
Oh yeah, no, he's part human, part cockatiel. Like, you know, he's so grumpy. Even remember, I asked him about the long hair, and he was like, "I have other questions you can have. I'll give you lots of answers." I was like, and I got that energy like over a Facebook message. I didn't like go to his house or something. Like, I got that energy over the internet. Yeah. Yeah.
So, people got answers?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
This is killing me.
3, 2, 1, hold them up. Ashara, take it away.
Abby Whiteley, because I think they're captains of BQC winning teams.
And Katie?
I put Waters.
And do you know what sequence is? Or was that just a guess at a
Oh,
person?
that's a random guess.
Cool. Andrew?
I can see why you went that way.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I went for Abby Whiteley, captains of BQC winners, so that was her with Chimeras.
And Sam?
I wrote Tall Blue, and then brackets, twist, captains of BQC winners.
Oh, what are you going to do for that, Alice? What are you going to do for that? Dun, dun, dun!
So the correct answer was Abby Whiteley. It was captains of BQC winning teams. And I actually said to Beck, so that was one we should leave out because I thought a few people might think it was Luke and said.
Misogyny. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh. Unlimited minutes.
Ooh, my.
Oh, wow.
We are pressure.
So, yeah, that sequence was BQC champion captains. Yeah. Sorry about that, Katie. That was like 2 years before we started playing.
Oh, that's fine.
I thought it was Luke Twist.
Waters was a really good guess.
Luke was the year before. Yeah, they were. Oh man.
Year before with.
Yeah.
Oh. Twist was the loser, was he?
Yeah, Twist lost.
So the next sequence we have, goes Radcliffe Chimeras.
The loser? Like, a bit harsh. I wouldn't say you're a loser. I would say
Runners up. Well, the first loser, aren't they?
I've never been on a winning team of BQC, so.
The next sequence is Radcliffe Chimeras, Loughborough Longshots, Wells of London, Velociraptors, Blank, and LQC.
Sam, you've got a BQC bronze at least, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave up my Raptors medal because I like to drink too much.
I respect that. I respect that. Andrew's like, carry the 2.
Yeah.
Bex, how much do you want to bet that no one will get this? That's
I
my.
am
Do I want to bet? I don't.
really-
I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit cruel. It is a bit cruel.
We have some of the
You could
finest Quidditch minds of our generation.
of our generation. Are we playing? But our generation.
I realised that quite far apart.
Katie was born in a different century from me, and
Different millennia, even.
different millennia.
I'm worried about how young that makes her.
Makes her 19.
So we had this on the first show as well. I'm the next youngest, but I'm 5 years older than Katie.
See, in my head, I find it really hard to deal with the fact that, Alice, that you're like grown up, you're professional, like you're like living in London doing your thing. Because I'm like, oh, they're fisher babies, like, and it's like, oh, they grow up. So cute, so cute. I said
That tiny person.
30.
Got no clue.
And on that note, you have 30 seconds left to come up with an answer.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not even 29 yet, so that's something. That's something. I'm gonna stop playing Quidditch when I could be the youngest player's mother. That's what I think is my line. If I could legitimately have birthed them, then I'll be out at that point.
I got the same.
That's like 32, though, isn't it? Oh no, that's only 4 years away.
I'm more like 34. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, well, to be fair, for someone like Mikey.
Yeah, but the rules in the UK have gotten harsher. It's hard for someone to like start that young.
True.
You say that.
True.
The terrifying truth for me was when Mikey once rammed into me and broke one of my ribs. That was an eye-opening experience.
Was this when he was like 14 as well or something?
I'm gonna say yes, but I think he was younger.
All right.
Right. Hold your answers up. And Katie, do you want to take us away?
I put Unspeakables. I think it's probably some kind of winning of a tournament.
Hull?
I put mammoths, and I was thinking it's like in the order of which they were like formed. But
Sam?
Oh.
I've got teams no one really cares about.
Oh, sorry, I laughed a bit too hard at that, didn't I? Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Is that why Unspeakables gets slotted in at the top? Sorry. And then Ashara.
I put SQC because they're normally up there for these lists somewhere.
that's fair.
You know what the list is, but they're going to be up there.
Like
I
sometimes.
think, is it true? The order of formation might be. Oh, it's something to do with it.
Well, so I think Hull came the closest because you're on the right lines. The actual answer is Bournemouth.
Oh.
Wow.
It's the highest ranked team debuting at BQC that year. So BQC won. It was obviously everyone was debuting at BQC, so Chimeras won. Loughborough the next year came fourth. It was their first BQC. Werewolves ended up coming 11th the year after as their first. Raptors obviously came in and won. Bournemouth came in second from bottom, narrowly beating Sheffield Steelfins, also debuting at BQC for this position. And then LQC debuted at their BQC and won as well.
Wow,
that's a good
so
question.
yeah, that was a bit of a tricky one. But
that is tough.
I think Hull I'm going to give Hull a point for that on realizing
Yeah,
the
that's
order
good.
of team.
That was
Who is it going to be this year if it happens? Do we know?
Who's-
It
About the
it might
Vi-
there
And
might not
who
even
could
be
it
one.
be?
So I was
I don't
about
know.
the East
I don't know who's qualified who
Okay, fair.
hasn't been to a BQC before. So the year with Bournemouth and Sheffield Steel Fins, I really worried that there wasn't a team that had debuted.
Did it
And then
keep
I
you
got
up?
the 2 team.
Would this
Was
be
it
a
up at night worried about that?
Is this
Oh, Unstoppables it could be.
is
I
this
don't think they've
Olympians'
played.
first year at BQC? If they go.
Yeah,
This would be so probably Olympic.
Good
It
shout.
is, yes.
good shout.
I remember that you brought that memory back of that third place playoff match, Kiel versus Loughborough, and I was like, I don't want to start. My knee is killing me. I'm old already, and it's BQC 2. And then
BQC
I had to
2.
start anyway. And there was like 3 false starts. I had to do it 3 times.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's
Right.
hilarious.
Everything, and I was like, yeah. And then I think I stayed at. I might have stayed at Farmer's house that night also with some Bristol players. Yeah, there you go. Memories, down memory
Yeah.
lane. So, what are the scores right now, Alice? That's a sneaky peek of the next round.
Well, so after getting bits of that right and Hull having a bit of a clue, Hull's on 6, Ashara's on 4, Sam's on 3, and Katie's on 1.
Okay. This next round, new round, is called How Does the Snitch Work?
Oh.
Okay. So this is going to be directed at an individual player. But if they don't know the answer, then it's going to jump to someone else, then you can chime in. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with, I'm gonna start with, I guess Andrew is first alphabetically, right? Yeah, I'll start with Andrew.
Yes.
So, oh no, wait, Andrew, he'll definitely know this. I'm going to start with Katie.
Oh,
I'm starting
what?
with you, all right?
Oh no.
Bogus.
It's fine. Okay, so the question is, what is a
yes.
shadow chaser? And I'm going to give you 4 options, okay?
Okay.
Are you doing a TikTok dance, Andrew?
No,
What are
I'm
you
just
doing?
getting my hand up so that you know I know the answer, in case.
Yeah, be ready for when I.
All right. Is a shadow chaser the original nickname for a behind the hoops receiver? Is it a competition broomstick? Is it the original nickname for marking a player? Is it a derogatory term for a player who does nothing on pitch?
Based on the name, I'm going to go for C, the original nickname for a marking player.
Sam or Andrew? Who's
It's-
jumping in?
it's be a competition broomstick.
It is
What
a
is-
competition broomstick. So this is,
Sam done.
they used to be played back
my
in the
gosh.
day. This is the University of Texas, I think, either circa 2013. And they won them. And this is my favorite all-time player, Audrey Wright, demonstrating how to use it. And it had real bristles. And they scratched your legs up like nobody's business. And they were really heavy and very
Oh, man.
expensive. So absolutely pointless.
Man, me and Sam
yeah,
bumped
so that's
into
a shadow
Audrey Wright
chaser.
on a mountain one time when we were in Canada. That was fun.
I've seen the video.
Yeah.
I
We
love
did Goose Tree Mountain.
Yeah.
Grouse Mountain it was. Grouse, yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Drop my drink.
Ashara. I don't
Oh,
remember what was the
God.
question. Ashara. Shouting
Street.
Avada Kedavra. Right, Sam, mute yourself. For God's sake. A shouting Avada Kedavra, Ashara, was the original procedure for a red card as the player could no longer take part in the game. Was it a common shout of celebration in the US in 2013? Avada Kedavra! Was it a foul in Rulebook 1 as to shout that at someone was deemed threatening? Or was it D, encouraged in Rulebook 1 as a means of building suspense? Avada Kedavra! Which one was it?
I'm gonna go with C. Was a foul in rulebook 1?
Was a foul in Rulebook 1? Yes, it was. And this
Oh
is
my
a lovely,
I love
amazing picture from
That's
that era.
incredible.
That is
Capes were
amazing.
encouraged.
Capes were mandatory.
Were
They're
they
getting encouraged.
mandatory?
They were
They were in the
mandatory.
rule book.
They
You
were
had to wear
mad.
those
That is
things.
insane.
Use it.
Teams got sent home for not wearing a cape.
Bring
Hold
back
up a
capes.
wand to give you things.
I'm not old enough that I played cape
Ball.
Cape ball. But I think I'm only like a year or two out. Yeah, good times. So that was Ashara. Andrew. Phantom Pooper. Was the Phantom Pooper the name of a slur campaign against the manager of Quidditch Europe, Quidditch Europe manager in 2015 for the lack of involvement? Was it the name given to a person who excreted in a tent during a tournament? In fact, Katie, you can chime in before anyone else. Just see if you can have a guess, okay? I'm going to go for Katie again. Was it's a term for the seeker in France who cold catches because they are le phantom caca? Or is it the official name of the Portuguese national team captain? Like that's their title. Phantom Pooper. Have a guess. Just have a guess.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for B.
Woo!
Yes.
Yes. For any bonus points, who can tell me the tournament? Who remembers what tournament
That was it. Looking Fly.
Looking Fly. Where was that?
I was in Bristol.
Bristol.
First ever Bristol.
Nicole Stone's tent.
Nicole
The
Stone's
Bristol.
What was the rugby club called?
Barbarians or something? No.
Bristol.
Okay, so that's even worse because that's like 3 miles from my house and I can't remember.
No,
basically, this poor player woke up in the morning and found that someone had in the Barber tent. We never found out. That's why they were found.
I can tell you whose tent it was.
Yes, Nicole Stone.
Yeah, Nicole's. Yeah.
We already got to the bottom of that.
Oh, my
Yeah, it's Nicole Stone.
I don't think you can hear us.
For the last like 3 years, Nicole Stone has told me that story each time whenever we've met up.
Okay, that's nice. Anyway, Andrew, the Quavatar is a Quidditch Mexico podcast. Is a nickname given to the best player in every position back in 2013. Is the 2-episode Quidditch podcast that received backlash for its poor gender representation in 2015, or is it the original title for the BBC tournament director? The Quavatar, it is me.
That is B, and I think it was like Angus Barry was the first ever Quavatar. I think, but yeah, definitely B.
Nice. So this round was written by Jay Holmes, and I could not remember Quavatar, so I couldn't remember that. So I've got a nice picture here of Louis Lemaitre, who is probably Europe's Quavatar. Yeah, I would say so. So yeah, that's the end of that round. Alice, what are the points?
Tom Norton, who was the first Quavatar.
Yes.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right because he. Maybe I'm just biased. It sounds right.
I couldn't tell who answered in one of the point for anyone who can answer blah, so I shouldn't give anyone points for that. But the scores after that are 8 points for Andrew, 5 points for Ashara, 3 points for Sam, and 2 points for Katie.
Woohoo! Excellent job. Okay, we have come to our last round. Not very many rounds tonight. Sam's going to have so much fun with this one. This is called Ref. And we're going to give you a rule scenario, and we want you to write down whether it is a card, no card, and if it's a card, what color card would you give the player? Andrew's got his confused face on. He's ready for this.
Oh no, I just know. I'm going to do bad at this. I'm going to do very bad.
And then we're going to ask you to show your answers. Okay, so the first question, don't worry, there's only 2. The first question, there's a lovely picture of Alice Walker.
I break the rules a lot, so I'm that in the picture for.
I don't want to talk about werewolves, London and rules. I don't want to get involved with that. During Snitch on Pitch in a swim range game, a bludger rolls towards the pitch boundary. Red beater and blue beater are chasing after that bludger. A red team player not in active play moves out of their sub box and sticks their foot out to stop the bludger on the pitch boundary, keeping it in play. Dun, dun, dun. What do you do? Red card, yellow card, blue card, no play, nothing. throw your ref cards in the air because you just don't care anymore? What are you going to do? I've never seen you break the rules, Alice, though.
Oh, she
I
does
was
it all the time.
joking when I
All the
said that.
time. She's terrible for it. Famous.
Fantasy player.
I can think of like filthier players.
I got my first card in the BQC final of BQC 3.
What did you do?
This is the end of my second year of playing. I didn't realize I was beat, and I picked up a bludger, and then someone was like, "You were beat," and so I was like, oh, "Okay," and I dropped it and started to go back to hoops, and then apparently that was enough interfering after carrying on after beat wasn't.
It was filthy.
Okay,
It was
so
filthy.
that's
pretty
sad.
Disgraceful. I remember it happening and being like disgusted. Oh.
Weren't you playing?
I was on her team, and I was like, "Ref, you've got to get rid of her for that. That was terrible."
BQT 6, I think Tom Norton, it was, hit me in the back with a quaffle and called me a, well, I won't say the name that he called me, but called me a certain name and said that I intentionally deflected the quaffle despite being hit in the back.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what happened there. That in itself sounded like a rules question. I only got my first red card. I think I've only got a red card twice in my life, and I got the first one when they changed the rule about throwing the other bludger away because I did it again. And I was like, I got a second yellow, and I was like, I've been doing this for 7 years, 6 years, and now I've got a change. It's too hard. What is everybody's answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Andrew, what do you have?
On yellow card, and perhaps you give it to the captain, but I'm not sure.
Okay, interesting. Sam.
I don't know what I've written. One sec. I think I've written blue card, beat back to hoop. I think that is a
That's great. Kelsey.
It doesn't affect play, but yeah.
Okay. And Ashara. This will be embarrassing if you get this wrong.
That's a red card. Katie is correct though, if they weren't chasing for it. But it's a red card.
Dun dun dun! Red card, intentional interference from the sideline. But it's red
Okay.
card for who then?
For the player who's off the pitch.
I mean, someone else just has to go off
someone else
pitch.
from the field.
Someone else has to do the time, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, this isn't the most fun part of the game, but this is definitely like a very interesting part of like 8 out of 10 Capes. Okay, so
I mean, I like it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, what's 22 questions? Oh.
I'm like, why are the questions not hard enough?
it's educational.
This is not like the rulebook test.
So this is a more American pitch. This is a lovely attempt at a tackle happening here on Cody Marshall. Cody Marshall, obviously in the blue and black jersey there, does not care because it's Cody Marshall. He's not worried. The question is, red chaser attempts to tackle blue chaser on the halfway line. Red chaser's initial contact is on front of blue chaser, but they end up behind them when completing the tackle. The red chaser didn't disengage at any point. What are you gonna do? So I guess they it starts, and then it all ends up like, woo, and then like, dum dum.
I mean, if
I'd love to see Max teaching rap workshops with that description. So there's some initial contact, and then woo, and then what are you gonna do?
Me and Eamon will do it next time.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've coached teams, I've run tournaments, I've written about Quidditch, I feel like I've done a lot of, hosted a quiz show, whatever. I've never passed a rule test. Took one, failed, and was like, never mind.
Most people fail the first time.
Yeah, but it's like
literally almost everyone.
Sorry,
I
Kim.
mean, I read the first like 10 questions, whatever, and I was like, okay, cool. And then it was like, oh no, there's like 5 seconds left, and I've got a million more questions. I was like, So the unfortunate thing was I'd signed up to volunteer at a tournament and said I would
Every
referee.
question I've ever had on an English exam.
And then I obviously couldn't, and I annoyed the tournament director an awful lot. But when I was living in Spain, they asked me to head ref, and I was like, well, I'm not qualified. They're like, this does not matter. You know the rules better than anyone. I was like, oh, okay.
Did you do it in Spanish as well?
Did I? No, absolutely not. No, that is no bueno. Oh, that is no bueno. Oh.
El carta de roja.
Caja rota. Anyway,
Caja rota. My bad.
that's me with my German mixing up with my Spanish now to be completely useless. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, given. Andrew.
I said no card for that. Especially if the ref hasn't said anything.
The ref if the ref has said something, then it's
I'm
Sam.
not sure.
It's all good. Okay, Katie.
Yeah, no card.
It's all good.
Katie, no card. Ashara.
Yeah, no call.
No call. No card. Play on. Once contact has been legally established, a player may continue to contact even
All
if it's
good.
from behind, so long as contact is not broken. Whew. So that was Fraser wrote that round for us.
Yeah.
Hey, Fraser, if you don't like it.
Posford.
Alan, what? Yeah, Posford. Fraser, that very common. Oh, let's do a rules. Let's do a round based on like common names. Fraser was not one of them. Okay, so what are the scores at the end of those rounds? Alice.
So after that, Katie's on 3, Sam is on 4, Ashara is on 7, but Hull is on 9.
Woo! However, I don't care. It's still the top 2 are going in for the tiebreaker. So we're going for our tie break.
Ooh.
Just to like even it up a bit.
This.
Have you not watched any other episodes?
I have, but people always drawn and then they've gone for a tiebreaker, right? Oh, this is shocking.
No.
No.
The first episode was half a point difference. Then the second episode was 2 points difference. And I was like, so this person wins. And Bex was like, nope, tiebreaker.
I'm shocked. I
So
obviously
the
have
format
not.
of the show is you spend the rest of the show trying to be in the top 2 so that you can answer the final question.
Oh, if I
to
lose in
win.
this, I'm going to be devastated. Oh, I know.
Well, take it up with someone who.
I very
the
much
question-
can.
So, Ashara and Andrew, are you ready? The question is tiebreaker time. See, it was already in the graphics. I knew it was going to be. It is the number of teams on the original Meg's kit times by the number of Team Ireland players at the first European game times by the number of Harry Potter films.
You're allowed to use a calculator.
Andrew, aren't you a Megs player? I thought we established that.
I never played in that first kit.
He
I
is
was,
a Megs
I was away.
player.
I wasn't in the country.
It's front
the whole
and
time.
back. It's all of the teeth.
Oh
the
my
front
gosh.
and the back. There's a lot
You're
of
saying he.
And Andrew, you also played against Ireland
I did.
at that European
I
game.
did.
This
I
should be
don't-
your round.
Yeah. Oh god.
And you're a massive Kate, so you know how many Harry Potter films there
Yeah, I know that one. I know that one. I also then have to do the maths.
But
You
think
use a
should have
calculator.
played that.
Oh, can we
use a
okay,
spreadsheet,
fine,
of course.
sweet.
Oh,
Hey,
for
let's
God's
just-
sake,
Yeah, no, I thought I had
have
to
you
just do it in my head.
spreadsheet?
Yeah, because then if I change my mind, I can change the numbers, isn't it?
I picked a random number.
Touch and accountant.
You
Katie,
go
Katie,
God
you're sad.
very
and go
welcome
with
to
it.
play along, but you don't. It's not. I'm sorry. You're not going to win. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Probably fewer than that. as well.
Katie,
Although
that's fine.
Katie, you've out of the because we've had a sort of newer person on each show, and you've been the closest to the next person that out of anybody that has been. So kudos on that.
Great, that's my achievement.
So I think on the first show, Amit was like, "Can there be like less Quidditch history questions next time?"
And Beck was like,
Right.
no.
I think you've gravely misunderstood the show.
So many things to
My
do
That's
problem,
like-
about it.
my
like-
problem is that if you do like current up to date things, then people get the facts might not necessarily be established. When it's like, oh, how many teams are in the north or whatever, people are like, well, actually, Northumbria's got a 4th team, or my grand's set up a team, and it's like, they're like abstract. Whereas if it's history, it happened, and as much as we, can trust the Wikipedia page and all that about it, then it's like that's kind of just how it is, unfortunately.
Say that my eye is faulting on my left side.
What?
Not sure.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna give Andrew and Ashara. You got 10 more seconds to come up with an answer. Okay, it's a big answer. Like it's a big number. It's multiplication. That's why you times the one by the other one. It's not adding. It's this one.
Okay. I just changed my
But
number.
more than
back,
4.
so I didn't. Oh man.
Jay managed to screw that up on one of Jay's.
That was funny. He
He
got all
missed
the
it,
right
it was
numbers, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember him
Just
getting like
added them together.
the stuff right, but then getting the wrong answer, and people got stuff wrong and like were closer, and which I thought was amazing because it was Jay.
Okay, sorry. When I say 10 more seconds, are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? Andrew, what's your number?
I got 2,520.
How did you get to that answer?
So I reckon there was maybe 45 teeth on the Meg shirt.
Uh-huh.
I think there was only 7 Team Island players because I remember Middlemas turned up late and you were worried that you weren't going to be able to play if you didn't get there on time or something. So I think there was only 7 of you, and there are 8 Harry Potter films.
Okay. Ashara.
I didn't have a clue, so I went for 30 teeth on the Meg shirt, 15 players, and then there's 8 Harry Potter films. So 3,600. 3,600.
Katie, what do you have?
Oh, I was just laughing at all of them. I wasn't actually.
It's okay, I don't blame you. Sam, what do you have?
Well, I thought I was able to play on this one.
I
Yeah,
would
but,
have said play along. Okay. All right. So basically, so the answer was
4,607.
He's only gone and got the closest.
Oh my god.
What?
Really?
So there is 133 teeth on the
What?
Meg shirt.
You're kidding me.
How many teeth are there? Oh my
X
God.
did say front and back.
Ah,
So M counted. M gave it to me. I said front and back. I said front and back. There was
Oh.
8 of us at Team Ireland. The people
Although
who
I'm
were worried about it is
surprised
'cause
that-
2 people.
How is there an odd number when there's the
That's
front
what.
and the
This is
back?
what
Surely
I
it's
was
the
just.
same
Well, because
amount
it's
on
not.
the
If you
front
look,
and
it
the
goes
back.
to circle,
is.
isn't it? It's not a.
no,
Yeah,
wait,
but if
there's...
it's the same picture on the front and the back, then like.
Oh, it must be a different picture then, or someone can't count.
Can't count
Sorry,
very
Beth.
well.
Let me interrupt.
But okay, now M gave me this answer, so take it up with them. It's okay.
That was
it's okay.
that was a
fine,
rhyme.
Fine. And then times by 8 Harry Potter films. So the answer was 8,512. Drunken Sam got the closest, but actually that was Ashara with 3,600. Andrew,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what a world.
This happened
but
last
that's-
time, Beth. You're going to have an army of people disappointed with you.
The tiebreaker question's the one. I got disappointed when there was no numbers around. I was like, I've got my spreadsheet ready.
Oh yeah,
my
I was so happy that hadn't come up because I was like, I'm going to do so bad at that round. Oh no.
It's okay, Andrew. Would you?
You look
The
so
funny thing is,
young
you
in that
got 2
picture,
of the
Beck.
things almost bang on.
I look so young.
In the picture.
I felt young. I felt alive. Andrew, would you consider coming back as a guest another time on 8 out of 10 Capes, or has this completely spoiled your experience?
No, I'd come back. I'd be bitter, but I'd come back.
Okay, well, that's good. All right. Who won? Did Jay still win the first one?
Yeah, Jay
So Jay won the first one.
Yeah.
And then Jack beat Harrison. So Harrison had been 2 points ahead and done the tiebreaker with Jack, and Jack beat him in the tiebreaker.
Okay, so you can come back for Sore Person's Cup as a consolation round in a few weeks. Okay? Okay, so after a very dramatic tiebreaker that was not required because Andrew was clearly the winner, Ashara comes out as the winner. Thanks everybody for playing. Keep washing your hands, keep social distancing, enjoy 3 more weeks of lockdown. Woohoo! Stay safe. I have been Bex McLaughlin. Everyone else has been everyone else because I'm not butchering anyone's names again, except for Alice Walker, who's been my lovely joining us. Andrew, you can stop the recording. None for the day. Wave, everybody.